Okay, this is just for entertainment, and nothing I say is factual. It's just all opinion. So you know what I mean. TikTok, all entertainment. Okay, so you guys, everybody should be jumping down in excitement because of what just happened, and I don't feel that people realize what just happened. So I'm going to tell you. So the Supreme Court recently ruled on a case called the Chevron case. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to tell you because it's exciting. So all of these agencies that we have in our system, from the EPA, FDA, CIA, FBI, Department of Motor Vehicles, Department of Education, you name it, all these agencies, okay? When they were created, they created their own laws and rules for each agency, what you can and cannot do. For an example, if you are the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicle, they made their laws of you have to have registration, insurance, etc. to operate a vehicle. What the Chevron case did, they just ruled that all of those laws for all of these agencies that created them for their agency are all unconstitutional. Yeah. They created laws that were not passed by elected officials, which is unconstitutional. That is freaking huge, you guys. Like, I can't. We should be celebrating in the streets because this is the beginning. Trump said that in his last speech that we are in a 5-month transition period, and it's begun. Guys, it has begun. What we've been waiting for.
The British Crown agencies, the Government of Jamaica, the U.S. government, the British government. State Administrative Procedure Act, SAPA, defines an agency as 1. Any department, board, bureau, commission, division, office, council, committee, or 2. Officer of the state or a public benefit corporation or public authority. 3. At least one of whose members is appointed by the Governor General. 4. Authorized by constitutional law to make rules or to make final decisions in adjudicatory proceedings. 5. But shall not include the Governor General, agencies in the legislative and judicial branches, agencies created by interstate compact or international agreement. 6. The division of the military and naval affairs to the extent it exercises its responsibility for military and naval affairs. 7. The division of state police, the identification and intelligence unit of the Division of Criminal Justice Services. 8. The State Insurance Fund, the Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board, and 9. Except for the purposes of Subdivision 1 of Section 202D of this chapter, the Workers' Compensation Board, and 10. Except for Article 2 of this chapter, the State Division of Parole and the Department of Correctional Services. The terms fundamental rights and civil rights refer to different categories of rights that are protected under law, and they have distinct meanings. Fundamental rights, non-politically universal. Definition: fundamental rights are those divine rights derived from the sovereign creator that are considered essential to the dignity and freedom of individuals. They are often enshrined in the Constitution or fundamental legal framework of all organized corporations. Characteristics: fundamental rights are typically universal and inherent to all humans. It includes rights like the right to life, freedom of speech, and the right to privacy, often protected from infringement by the government or state. Examples: in the United States, fundamental rights include those found in the Bill of Rights, such as the First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, religion, etc., and the right to due process. Civil rights, politically domestic. Definition: civil rights refer to the rights of individuals to receive equal treatment and protection under the law, particularly in relation to discrimination and social justice. Characteristics: focus on ensuring individuals are not discriminated against based on characteristics such as race, gender, age, or disability. Aim to promote equality and protect individuals from abuses by the state or others. Examples: the Civil Rights Act of 1964 in the United States prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. Summary: fundamental rights are broad and essential for individual dignity and freedom, often enshrined in constitutional law, while civil rights focus specifically on ensuring equality and protection from discrimination in the political society. Both are crucial for maintaining justice and human dignity, but they address different aspects of legal and social rights.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks and praise. We share them information here in an effort to bring clarity. For sure, so there is two systems at play. Even now, before the big change come forward, because there is a change coming, whether you're prepared for it or not, whether you like it or not. Yeah, man. Change is coming. And to how everything shape up, just like how in a 1933, them, come with a new financial system, or them come with the official negotiable instrument law. This is how them are come with them digital currency. Everything got digitized when, them are going to try assume total control. Total control. So ones have to know the distinction. When we say agency, we know the government of Jamaica is an agency of the British Crown. Hence, the head of state around there. And it's the same thing with most of these corporate nations out there. And as such, the distinction is that when you are a member or what I'm called a citizen of the corporate state, it places you within that jurisdiction, within that federal territory, within that federal area. And that goes straight across the board, straight across the Americas. Whether you're there on the mainland or you're there local. And if you're there in Britain, a similar system is in place. The very same laws we are governed around here, so it will come out of Britain. It will come from the east. Yeah, man, and this was where them create all kind of wars from that time until them reach 1948, where them come together and say this is called a Universal Declaration of Human Rights, because them discover how fundamental human rights are. So there is a distinction between our fundamental rights, which are secured and guaranteed by all constitutions. For Jamaica, it is presented as the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom, Bill of Rights. On the mainland, it's just called a Bill of Rights. And then you have what is called civil rights, which is these political privileges. You understand? So once you fall within their federal jurisdiction, these civil, that's a legislative body will apply to you. You understand? But when you're outside at a statutory jurisdiction, then international laws apply to you. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights now applies to you. This are the distinction. This is why I can say I man is not your slave. I man is no man's slave. And I say the same thing for all men who choose to stand that way. However, you have some done slave who tell themselves that they are slaves. And if you say you are a slave, then what can the next man say? I can't say you're not when you are declare who you are. I man I declare that I am no slave. And I don't see my people as a slave or anybody's slave. However, those things are voluntary. If you choose to be the slave of a colonial political system, then that's your free will choice, your free will exercise. No man can interfere. But if you choose not, then you're just outside of that. And this is the distinction where we no mind share. Only because most people find themselves in a situation where when them read, whatever it is them read, them nobody choose to cross-reference or validate or even qualify. Them just accept it as authority. This is why we always say don't take our word for it. Do your own research. Yeah, man. So freedom, comes with a lot of responsibility. And yeah, if we don't know what it is, then, it's impossible to attain. And most of we have never experienced such a thing. Yeah, only because most of we know we exist, born within this system. So we have to discover it and choose to extricate ourselves from it. That's how it is in our people. Yeah, man. So the ones that have to know, so the agency are the ones that we are trying to regulate their members, you know what I mean, their associates, their subject citizens. And this is why the political agents, these politicians, they treat the common folk the way they do. Absolutely no care. However, if you as the common folk not educate yourself correctly, if you demand accountability, then there will be none. There will be none. And if one man stand up and say, hey, this what them people are doing is wrong, and everybody stand to the side and say, boy, we don't know about that. Boy, I'm not get involved in that. Boy, the government right. Then it's only one voice that is there standing. And usually the one voice are going to get drowned out by the majority. However, this is why we like and love, truth. Irrespective of what it is, truth will always stand, it not change. Yeah, man. Like how you said, them religions change. Truth not change. Remain the same. And there is a distinction between what is lawful, maintained under the constitutional laws, and what is legal, maintained under public policy, international, it's a contract dispute. Different systems, people. And these things apply to different ones. So when I man say I free, I don't have a problem, I express it. While the ones that were enslaved still probably can't even express how they're being enslaved. And this is where we have to apply ourselves. And then area we have to choose to try improve. And this is why I always like to say, speak for yourself. You can't speak for me. When me hear a done slave, I say a white man can do anything and get away with it. We're not going to dispute these things. But we can show all kind of information where the white man do black man things and the white man going to jail and do get charged. It might be rare. You know what I mean? It might be disproportionate compared to the black man being faced by them judicial system. But I know of a lot of cases where make a white guy step to certain man and try anything and see if a bullet fly. Literally. And white guy are gonna die after them not make out a steal. Are you crazy? A coward like Uno allow other people to, gain control over Uno. And then because them gain control over cowards like you, done slaves like you, then them presume so them have control over all of us. No. Our Indian is a free set of ones, man. Gorilla in them nature, man. On every aspect. We are irregular. That's how it's going on. But again, we just pass through and burn our fire and bring some information to bring clarity. Remember, before we call anybody dunce, we acknowledge ourselves as such. Only through we choose to apply ourselves to get out of that state of condition. So when we burn them and say done slave, it's only because we dunce ourselves, so we can identify other dunce like ourselves easily. So at no time I will purport myself like I am some scholar. No. I am that neophyte. I am that beginner. Yeah, man. Truly. We just there learn. And true, we're totally receptive to learning. We don't mind to share certain information accordingly. But we now go acknowledge certain narrative from people where have low IQ. If you can only see yourself because you might not rich like Vice Cartel, you can see yourself as a failure. And I don't see that. Because even when I see the I as success. Because to I, ones like the I, the moment they are then open them platform and bring forth information for uplift our people, I see the I them as light out there. It's just that some ones shine brighter than others, but the I them are light. So they are them not to underrate themselves and not call themselves slave unless they are them know so that's what they are. But I not accept them condition them. Under no circumstance, if Babylon ever have me in one of them dungeon there where they beneath the ground, dark, chained to a wall, I still have bond them and say, boy, I am not your slave. You understand? So irrespective of what Babylon might choose to can do to us as a people, I will always say, we not consent. You understand? And we are not your slave. And as much as Babylon might say them have power now, a day will come when we attain that power and remove them yoke there. You understand? So even the weak people amongst us won't consider themselves as slaves. Those kind of narrative are defeative narrative, man. But the true full-blooded our Indian braves, we can't acknowledge and accept them statement that, yeah, we have to reject it. So we are nobody's slave, and we will never be anybody's slave. No care what Babylon choose to do to it, or I say about it, or what kind of label Babylon choose to put or place upon it. We are nobody's slave. Forgive me for you done slave or see it any other else way. One of the things when I like is when we speak, the truth manifests naturally. It's like when I look in my YouTube and I lick a shot out there and talk about this US clown where I drive while his license suspended because he's in a contract with the Babylonian system. And the Babylonian judge removed the ban. It's all business, all money. and lock him up and then give him another bond. You understand? This is a game where them play. That's what when you're a slave, this is where you're subjected to. And this is where the Sodomite and here on the island try to subject I to. And all I do is discover its contract and cancel the contract. You understand? And instead of these people just return my vehicle to me and say, all right, I have a good mess indeed. Because of vexation, them intentionally and maliciously destroy my property when I never give it to them. And them come take it from me under force of arms. Them come with guns. Them never come and just talk to me and take me care. Them come with big long rifle. And through me realize that them unlearned, can't read and write, it won't take nothing for them bring bodily injury and harm to me. And this is when these Babylonian police falsely arrest me, falsely imprison me and seize my Probox automobile. And I'm alone in an uproar over my property. And I will ask this question to any other man. If a man take your property and he is unlawful in his conduct and then he destroy your property, how would you feel? When I talk like this, people think, say, boy, I'm breaking the law. I demonstrate, say, boy, I have a right to move freely within my land. You get me? Because when I move into the Commonwealth, I'm not supposed to get no check for no permission, not even toll road should apply. These things should not be in my way or obstruct me as hazard. And I demand payment from me. But when it's I and I alone, I stand this way, everyone I got to say, what am I deal with? Until later, I want to discover that this is the law. You understand? And everything else is inferior. It doesn't apply. That's when I'm not going to try move to learn this kind of information. But then it's going to be too late. Too late will be the cry. Because Babylon is right there, you know. And Babylon open to contract, you know. Babylon want contract with everybody. You understand? But Babylon now go force you and cannot force you to contract with them. So these things are free will exercise out of people. It's all about contract, people. And it's all about foreign contract. Pay attention. War over there in the Eastern Hemisphere, it has absolutely nothing to do with us over here. Why is there any interest? Because the very same Israeli is the very same United States Congress people, and it's the very same British people. They are all one and the same. All one and the same. All share the same demonic interest. Yeah, man, and that is to govern over us as a people. So I, man, will speak for my people here on this side of the fence. In this location, yes. Because nobody else now going to speak for us. We can't allow an entertainer to try to represent us. How can they? When we don't have nothing in common. They are entertainers with foreign contract, and we are not entertainers, and we do not indulge in foreign contracts. We not get involved in a one-way foreign contracts. We not do that. Here comes the rain again. I get a lot of rain. The place nice with the rain. Now I lie. Yes, sorry, a lot of rain, yeah. No, really blowing, but we give thanks for the showers. We do give thanks for the showers. Yeah, man. It's like when we clap our fire and it get hot, we see the people and just scatter and just run. And not too fire for the police, them where take one my vehicle, and when I'm looking at my comment, I probably one brethren make a comment. Everybody afraid of the fire. Them afraid of when you have to stand up and defend your rights. Them run go hide. This is our people. I never seen nothing like that before. I'ma just give thanks through honor like it's any surprise. That's why I'm a behave and go on like how you say we're going. We just stand for dominant in our own paradigm. Really. In our own paradigm. Yeah, man. It make no sense. I'm on I got that on our ends and I gain a strength and I get information when new never get before and thing. Open eye up, open eye. However, as much as I learn, I cannot reciprocate. I cannot say, yo, let me go heal up the brethren there in a YouTube platform and give him a support and a strength that way. As much as ones and ones I learn, them can't do that. When I had a group chat, it's the same type of thing. If me dead live like how me dead now, I will probably say one or two warriors from the group chat. And me always find it strange. Yeah, man. And this is why we said them things are not necessary. The big group not necessary. You understand? If I want to have information to share, bring it out so the ones that can get it. If them have use for it, then take it. If not, then leave it. That is good enough. Yeah, man. Outside of that, anything else a waste of time to I. I can't talk for everybody else. All of we have in different experiences out there. But I find it distasteful and detestable when some low IQ people are going to question man when man I say, well, you know, we are no slave. Why, you know, irrespective of what Babylon do to us, we have to have that mindset. We can't just roll over, bend over and talk about we are slave and white man can do anything they want to us. And we just take it. Are you crazy? Those are defeatist narrative. Yeah, man. I'm afraid of the sacrifice where it takes for rise above the colonization. I'm afraid of that sacrifice. It's amazing, yeah, people. Anyway, as usual, we just pass through and do our thing and, you know, yeah, go on with ourselves, our way, because we choose to stay lawful and correct. We know we're not breaking the laws when we share information, just try to rebut it or, you know, qualify and validate it or whatever it is. Yeah, man. But we now gonna allow one set of people for bring information and we just stay silent. That don't make no sense. It's like we are acquiesced to these Babylonians out there, these Babylonians from the east. Yeah, man. So again, the brave may fall, but never yield, and we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Again, these agents have their own rules and bylaws what do not apply to us. It's always contract. So when a man feel like he can get talk, just ask them for the contract what permit them to even conversate with you. And if you have your own contract, you present them with it and see if they're willing to contract. Yeah, man. Again, it won't be popular we're not sponsored by the UN or by the Babylonian or by the demonic foreigners. You know what I mean? We grassroots around here. And our advocacy is freedom, freedom in. Freedom in. That's it. non-political. Yeah, man. Just freedom. That's our advocacy. Yeah, but that is unpopular. So I'm quite sure I'm the only platform out here on YouTube I said this. Say freedom is our advocacy. Like to extricate yourself from the foreign invaders and the political entities out there. And them kind of freedom that and when we have a business with them, we do it on a contractual basis. You understand? Yeah, man. Not hidden agreement. No. Meeting of the mind contract. So that's the free people. Again, step by step. Step by step.